EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Miami.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Miami.
Miami was out of bounds. What the hell?
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, Red.
57.
21G. Pick it up. All right, let's go.
57.
Two and a throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. Here's a diving catch right side. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 53 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hal throwing for it.
That's how you
and
go
this
for
is
2
going to
right
be
there.
hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Yellow.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 1. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
All right, go, go, go. Ready. 52 to the line. Yeah. 52.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
I'm going back to you.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Turn by 2. Let's go.
On second down, Tua.
Peak
And
show.
this is going to be intercepted.
Peak show. Don't play.
Top by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take
I don't know what he was thinking
here.
there,
It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Couldn't have been thinking just
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Couldn't have
And
been thinking.
confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay.
Ooh,
No, he
good play.
tries to force it in, and it's
That
intercepted.
was me. I did a dumb
Picked
play.
up by Javon Holland.
I did a dumb play.
It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it.
Make a slip over here once in a
Trying to
while.
protect
I
that lead,
slipped
and
up
now
there.
they gave it up.
Oh, my fault. I slipped up.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way
I give
in
him
there
that.
for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
I hate when man do this, man. Like,
frustration on the
why you overthrow it,
that's
man?
not
Like
how they
that.
expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward
crazy.
into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear
No way you
offenses
just
tell
overthrew it,
them
man.
before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT,
I take
or
it.
a
I
field
take
goal.
it.
In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Howell throwing on third down here. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Fourth down, Howell slings this deep for
Got him.
McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 62 yards. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What we got?
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Running the counter with Mostert. Able to push his way through. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch 57.
Now Tua.
55.
That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 57.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And Wilson with it, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, 29 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Powell, another throw on second down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Slings this deep for McLaurin.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got you.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
Tackle. Corner, long.
Mike 5-2.
Eat old blue.
Tua, a final shot before half. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
No
Braxton
way.
Berrios. As time expires in the first half.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Breaks through the contact.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
I think you can just go 60.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. So here we go, 4th down. Howell working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, Howell's going to mix it up here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
That's how we do it. SOS.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
SOS. Deuce.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Check the backer.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Back to throw. Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Howell looking to throw again. This one left side caught by Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
I want to see him pass it again.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Throw it again.
I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Championships, baby. My 52. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hey,
now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Red, yellow.
Here's Tua.
Pick. Stupid
He
ass.
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Come on, throw the ball. Since you him, throw the ball.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Steps away to his left.
Dummy.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation.
That
That's
was
what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa eluding the pressure right. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion, Hill.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now he finna run because he can't do nothing passing.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
He better run.
13 yards for the second play in a row. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach
He better run it, because that's all he gonna do.
says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Man, scared to throw it. He wanna run. Run.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Tight dog. He's right, snug.
On play action, here's Tua. Steps away.
Pick.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he completes it to Barrios. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
We taking wins home. Mike 5-5. 19 Lions. Mike 5-5.
Powell to throw.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's second down.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Mike 55. 19 tight. 19, let's go.
Here's Howell.
He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Watch the block, motion, block.
on first down here. And he fires one incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. 2nd down. Howell now. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.